Thank you for joining us on Youth Hub today. We're going to be looking at AI and career opportunities. And of course, we have Light here in the studio, who is an expert. So, Light, thank you for joining me on Youth Hub today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, so we're going to be looking at AI, of course, and career opportunities, or let me say job opportunities. And as an expert, you know, someone who is very, very conversant with the AI and then the career opportunities, because I see a lot of young people, you know, trying to get involved in the whole AI thing, but we don't really know what AI has to offer. And, you know, I learned that there are so many job opportunities. So maybe can you share a little bit more light on that?
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So now, of course, I'm a very young person, and if you notice, within the space of artificial intelligence right now, people that are basically saturating that space is young people, like the young community of creatives, all of those. So now, what AI basically does is that it helps to simplify processes, right? There are a lot of skills that we possibly have learned. Like for someone like me, I use a lot of softwares, cutting across creative softwares like design softwares, video editing softwares, even down to tools that can, of course, help me to build better websites and mobile applications and most of them. But with the rampant effect and positive effects of AI in the creative space right now, like my work execution strategies are basically simplified, and it gives me more a more structured flow on how to execute these functions better. So for young people that possibly want to get into this field of artificial intelligence, like of recent, I think it's something that they should really do. So there are different aspects of like AI that people can, of course, get into. It's either you become an AI developer, someone that actually build the systems, or like, you know, there's a difference between you actually using AI tools and actually building AI tools. So of course, the process of building AI tools is a little bit complex. That is where you have people within the space of machine learning, data science, computer vision, robotics, and the likes of them, or maybe AI engineers and the likes of them. But people that actually use some of these AI tools, they could possibly use softwares or tools that were designed by some of these leading AI giants, like maybe video editing softwares like the VO series by some of the top leading AI companies and the likes of them. And of course, ChatGPT that we all know by AI, we have Gemini, we have Sora, we have a lot of tools that a lot of people can actually use, and you can get paid. A lot of people make thousands of dollars, millions of naira using some of these tools. You can basically sit at the comfort of your home and you're executing maybe a basic design project, and you're doing it with so much ease. I don't know if you understand this whole narrative. I do. Much ease that people pay you. True. Because now a lot of companies are now hiring young people into their network to facilitate processes faster. And part of the fastest way to execute these functions and strategies for most of these companies to make it faster is by using AI, basically for automation.
Oh wow. So I think it's good because basically I'm just trying to also understand that, okay, money is involved. You know, it just feels like, okay, you just use AI to, you know, simplify work processes, you know, and I know that this past, I think this period that AI is very, very, you know, popular, a lot of young people have become very lazy. I don't know how true that is, but I feel my own take. It has made so many people not to want to, you know, think. Now they are focusing more on AI. So is that supposed to be a good thing or a bad thing?
Okay, so now, so you are right, right? And about the part of being lazy, I would possibly say the word lazy in this context can actually be interchanged.
Okay.
Right? So there's this positive kind of laziness that helps you to execute functions faster. If you're a critical thinker or you're someone that has already built a depth of productivity from within, trust me, AI cannot make you lazy. It only just speeds up operations for you. For example, in my company, for example, there are some tasks and projects that we are supposed to execute that ideally should take us maybe 6 months. Now, with using some of these automation processes, you can streamline some of the actions and then execute that task within the space of less than a month. Now, it gives you the flexibility to even take up new projects.
Very
because
correct.
now you have actually mastered the act of automating what is ideally supposed to take you a longer
6
time.
months, sure.
So I feel like if you master the art of productivity, AI cannot make you lazy.
True.
It only just increases your depth of productivity
right.
and of course the strategies to execute functions and activities better.
Okay.
So that's basically it. So people that might possibly say, okay, AI is making me lazy and all of those things. Yes, it can, because it's I think there was this particular statistics that was done recently, and they were like trying to weigh people that were doing their projects in universities, and
right.
realized that most people couldn't even defend their projects because
and
AI now basically helps them to come up with
everything right
down to their test to the entire brief and everything, you know.
Yeah.
But now where I'm coming from is from the angle where if you're able to positively utilize the advantages that AI comes with, trust me, it cannot make you lazy.
True.
There are a lot of things that instead of wasting time trying to do some petty things, you focus your attention on things that really matter, that really need the results immediately, and you can of course take up new project that still adds to the amount of money that will be coming into your pockets.
Very correct. And I think another thing I also want to, encourage is the fact that, it's not bad, just the way you mentioned, for you to, seek AI's support to help you on your project, but you have to study as well.
Absolutely.
When you're getting, because I notice that sometimes we even write maybe letters or write maybe comprehension, but we don't even go through it to see that maybe there are errors. But AI is not perfect. So you have to also go through it, understand what you are studying. Okay, in a situation like your project, it's something that you're supposed to have an idea on your own work that you can use your project to move forward and start up your life,
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I think a lot of young people now, students, I'm not part of you guys.
It reminds me when I was like my final year project back then when I was in university. I think after I was done executing a particular project, I sold it to a company.
Imagine.
And it fetched me
money.
And then that was when the AI trend
started.
And some of the, I'm just basically saying, some ideas basically came as a result of deep research. So I had to do a lot of research, a lot of things, happened within that particular period. And then when I was done presenting, an opportunity came in, and we just started off a whole conversation series, and the company just they just bought up the entire project, which is positive. So I think as you're still using artificial intelligence to simplify processes, still make sure that you're making solid research. Because I think there was this particular time that most people just trust AI systems to provide them with real-time information. But then AI was not as well structured as it is right now. Because AI right now has a depth of emotions implemented into it. AI literally has the ability to actually get real-time data, like real life data, like as it's being published. They have the ability right now to get that information in real time. Like if you search yourself right now on YouTube, you see an AI overview section. I mean, on Google, for example, if you search yourself on Google, you see an AI overview section. There's a friend of mine that has actually gained some depth of popularity, right? And then we decided to make like a brief search. And when we searched, the information that was published of him as of yesterday
was already
top leading information on
the
research AI system. So most times, like with the recent trend right now in AI, I think AI is getting way smarter compared to before. But at the same time, as AI is getting smarter, we as individuals, we should try as much as possible to, of course, verify sources of this information. Because right now, people just allow AI to think for them.
Honestly,
you just allow AI to think for you. And trust me.
In fact, I have a situation where I think one of my friend was trying to tell me how, I conversed with AI, or my girlfriend broke up with me, and I had to ask AI, why did my girlfriend broke up with me? And I'm like, you're kidding me. I was like, no, this is my child. I'm like, okay, AI has to do everything for you right now. So situations like that are actually so funny, and I'm like, okay, why would with your girlfriend?
No, the thing with this is, now there's this thing, I think there was this survey that happened recently, sometime last year or so. Now, because of how AI will respond to you without getting tired or feel like you're a burden, people that want to express themselves even more would want to speak to a system or an individual. This time around, most people even give their AI names.
True.
Like you go to your prompt in ChatGPT or Gemini or Meta AI or anywhere, you tell the AI that I want to call you Cinderella. So literally, people don't give their AI names. And when you come back there, you say, Cinderella, how are you?
And Cinderella will answer.
That its name is Cinderella. You're literally communicating with it. And it gives you sometimes some depth of mental support. Or even financial support. It even guides you intellectually. It guides you emotionally. So, of course, you cannot compare the emotional expression that an individual will give you as much as what an artificially made system could possibly provide. So I think the global economy currently is working towards making AI even more emotionally sensitive and more balanced. Which
AI should not shame cause cry.
It's making a lot of people to cry.
I know, right? Okay, so now let's look at the skills and education that young people need to develop if they are interested in working in AI. Because of course, you have to have skills, you have to know something. So what are those kind of, maybe they have to go through some courses? Because if you ask me, I know AI. I go to AI. I'm like, oh AI, I need this and I need that. But then I don't go beyond just that. Yeah, so because it just feels like, okay, all these people that are doing, okay, like you now, you're an expert. You've definitely gone through, lots of processes, lots of, courses and trainings to get there. So in a situation whereby like young people, we're talking about young people that is even still in the university, talking about young people who can decipher what is wrong and what is right, and they can make decisions, positive decisions or even negative decisions for themselves, and without the guardian of a parent or any older guardian and all of that. So people who want to pick interest in trying to develop themselves and get involved in AI job careers or job opportunities, basically, are there any special skill? What are those skills and an education that these young people need to go through to have interest in working in AI?
Okay, just like I mentioned, there are people that build AI systems and there are people that use the AI systems that are already built. So you can decide to say, okay, I just want to use AI systems that are already built. Or maybe I want to go through the technical aspect of it, taking high-profile courses like machine learning, computer vision, robotics, AI, engineering, even down to deep software development and the likes of them. So these are skills that, of course, you can learn, right, to be able to become a well-structured AI engineer, or you can build these kind of systems, right?
Okay.
But then on the other side, you can decide to say, okay, instead of going through the rigorous part, I can as well learn from already existing tools, learn how to use these tools, know how to execute with these tools, and possibly you can even learn how to use prompts and prompt AI systems even better. Like a lot of companies actually hire people just to use ChatGPT for them.
True.
Trust me, a lot of companies hire people. They will hire you as a content writer. They will tell you, we want you to use AI to provide as much content as possible for us, but possibly add human feels to it, and they will pay you in hundreds of thousands of naira, even in millions of naira. The people that earn as high as that to become content writers, as AI content writers, and understand how to prompt these tools. There are also people that, of course, will possibly say, okay, I want to go into the design space, and they know how to prompt AI to give them the right kind of designs. Maybe you want to create 3D graphics. There's a way you prompt an AI system, and it helps you to create a 3D graphic. Something that people that were using tough tools, like all these high definition 3D tools or 4D tools as of like few years back, they would have spent weeks and days sitting down in front of their system and trying to execute those kind of designs. This is something that AI now does in split seconds. So you can decide to say, okay, I want to go into the design space, I want to go into video editing, I want to know the tools that I can use to, of course, get better with my video editing skills. On the other hand, as well, you can decide to say, okay, instead of just graphics, instead of these, I don't want to learn the whole process of trying to write codes. I love codes.
Sorry, I can't answer that. I think I'll just end up embarrassing myself here. So move, please, pass, skip.
There are people that want to they are fascinated about how websites are created. Their AI is right now that they just need to go there, prompt the tools, the IDEs right now that help you to build entire website interfaces. Maybe some of them you might just pay them a couple of dollars, and then you get it done for clients, and you're being paid in thousands of dollars. There are people that earn a lot of money using some of these tools. So there are so many ways you can, of course, even as Canva is a regular tool that
everybody true.
Monetize your Canva skill. You monetize it, and you can even go to, I think Canva just released an AI that can actually help you to create design in real time. What you just need to do is to do a basic drag and drop to modify some interfaces beyond just this template that they've already released before now. So imagine you want to monetize your Canva skill, for example. It's something you can currently do, and you do it right now with ease. A lot of tools, like a lot of people use CapCut, a lot of people use InShot, a lot of people use, these are tools that are relatable. You understand? Almost all organizations right now are literally implementing AI in most of their softwares and systems. So I feel like if you don't want to go into the technical aspect of things, which is part of the few places that I find myself in, and that's what our company build. Part of the project that we're even working on is an extension of the human brain.
Okay.
Lognetic is working on. We're working on an extension of the human brain called Netix AI, which thinks like you, execute functions for you in real time. Right. Basically just works based on prompts or simple voice command. And it can do any kind of thing. Right, so this is basically like the angle where we actually get into, and it's more like on a broader scale, and it's something we are building internally, and it's something that people can of course still use, and it's a cute project for clients or people.
Right.
So now, if you don't want to go into that complexity, you can of course decide to say, okay, let this tool come out. I'll learn how to
use it. True.
So yeah.
Okay. So I you know, like I'm just lost. I'm basically just so lost in the whole thing because I'm still trying to process everything you've said. Now I'm just trying to imagine, you know, people who are wondering, because sometimes honestly I can just stay and wonder, okay, how do people literally think? Is it that some people's brain is sharper than other people's brain and all that? But the good thing is that, you know, we have a platform or an opportunity to explore, you know, the technologies available for us right now. So I don't think there's any young person that is supposed to be out of job. Absolutely. As it is right now. So the next question I want to ask you now, do you think that AI is going to create more job opportunities than it replaces, and why? Now when we talk about the replacements, we know that there are a lot of, I think when I learned about AI at first, we're like, oh, a lot of people are going to lose their jobs because companies are not going to use you anymore. Some people are going to be sacked from their offices because now AI makes the job even easier. And I'm very sure there are people who they've already gone through that process. Now there was a day I was riding in a car with a driver, and he just lost his job. You know, and he lost his job in the sense that it's like they no longer need our services because they're already having what they needed. They needed them as human beings to work, but now there's technology, and because there's technology, their services are no longer needed. So, you know, this is someone already losing his job and like going back to the beginning all over again and all of that. So what do you have to say about, you know, situations like that for people who have lost that opportunity they've had? Let me not say they've lost opportunity because there are so many opportunities, you know, but then they've lost their jobs because they feel like AI has literally replaced them instead of them getting even more opportunities.
Okay, now here's the thing. I think from a recent survey, AI, with the advent of AI, there's actually access to more jobs compared to the number of losses.
Right.
Because right now, if you're someone that can actually grasp what trends are, you literally hop into a trend.
Yeah.
You understand? Just like when TVs came into existence, there were people that were controlling radio systems.
True.
Or let's not even go that deep. When we are using this wire phone that you have, there's a place for not the Gen Z. Not the Gen Z.
I get.
There are sometimes when you want to even make
you have to climb.
When you go to maybe a call booth. I can't remember what they call it then. You go to a call booth for you to be able to execute a simple call.
True.
No, a lot of people that were doing those businesses, trust me, they're still alive.
Yeah.
Are they broke? Or are they out of business completely?
Honestly, some of them have even grown.
Thank you. There's a disruption that happens at every given time.
True.
Now here's the thing, AI is basically here to stay. It is there for as long as possible, right? So it's better that people begin to hop into the trend that AI is bringing with it.
True.
You understand? Now when when laptops came in that you can possibly use your laptop and do a lot of really amazing things with your laptop and all of that, a lot of people felt like, okay, they might possibly lose their job as maybe brain tanks for top executives. Instead of storing data just by files, and that's basic files. They now store data on systems on the cloud. You know? Before now, if you want to operate a system, you go to a very large warehouse, call it a warehouse that has a very large system also.
Yeah.
Right now, you're just carrying, even your mobile phone right now can do a lot of functions that your laptop could do.
True, very correct.
Now that most of the top leading phone giants are possibly producing, you might possibly not need your laptop anymore.
Honestly, I think a lot of people, because you're always with your phone and it delivers.
Thank you. A lot of people that even do to use editing softwares and all,
they have
their phones.
I'm telling you.
You understand? So does it mean that the laptop space will go out of business? No,
it will not.
So there's always this disruption that happens at every given time, and it means that you should be able to adapt.
Right.
You know? So, and again, some of the few job opportunities that will be coming in very soon is on the part of humanoid robotics.
Yeah.
Just be watching. Like my company, we're also expanding towards the angle of humanoid robotics, which is the Netix AI project. That's an extension of what we are also doing. Now, humanoid, the space of creating an artificially intelligent being will now create access to more jobs for people that can build systems or softwares that those beings will use.
Right.
AI humanoids right now.
Right.
So a lot of people will transition from just being basic developers to actual AI engineers that can, of course, prompt this humanoids to execute functions and think like actual humans.
Oh, wow.
That's one aspect of it. Now, look at the data science space. A lot of people right now are transitioning to becoming data scientists.
Right.
Look at also computer vision. Before now, there were very few computer vision
Honestly,
engineers.
yes.
Even very few machine learning engineers. So a lot of people from just being basic website developers are basically transitioning. So it's giving you, and the amount of money you're going to be earning is way higher than the amount of money that they were ideally paying you in some of these places. That's in the past. You know? So what I'm just basically saying is this. AI might look as though it's taking a lot of people out of business, but a lot of businesses will still need these tools to be able to execute functions better and even faster.
Okay. Yeah. Honestly, I think that makes so much sense because the fact that, like, especially like I know that Nigerians basically sometimes when situations come up, we like at first we're already broken, but when you now get to now understand how these things work, is like they get to carry it on their head. And I think I like that energy because it makes us better every time. I wish we have so much time because I have a story to tell you, but then this is a story for this is a story for another day. So we've been talking about all the the excitement, the good things and all of that. Now let's look at the thing just in few minutes, in 1 minute. Let's look at some of the biggest challenges that comes with and the opportunities in AI careers, because anything that has an advantage has a disadvantage, and there are challenges. So we can't come and tell the young people that AI is the it makes the work easy, it's fast, it's swift, it's sweet, it makes you think less, and it makes you work smarter and not harder. But then what are some of these challenges that that okay, these challenges they will definitely happen, but then at the end of the day we'll have to be able to navigate it and keep pushing through?
I think for every single positive project that comes up, there are always people that obviously want to use it for the negative use, and some of them will even be praying that their negative contribution gets positive results.
Right. True.
That's the thing. Now, for the entire AI landscape, I think of a recent research has actually shown that a lot of people actually use AI for fraudulent activities. The flow of fraud became quite a bit rampant, right? Because right now you can clone people's voices seamlessly compared to the tedious way of cloning voices before. You can create an extension of an actual human physics with AI right now. You can do a lot of things. Now, the people that originally created these tools built it for positive impact. But a lot of people are now using it for the negative aspect of it. Now, the way to actually mitigate the effect that comes with it is, well, of course, building policies around AI tools, and of course regulations that guide the use of AI. Right. Another concern as well will also be on the part of privacy. Your information, most times people are scared that their information is no longer safe. Like they are scared, like you're literally scared that your information is no longer safe. If AI can actually understand you, what's the guarantee that those feedbacks that you're giving to these tools are not basically used against you in the future? True.
Because
there are a lot of people tell this chat system their life secrets.
Like I just told you, exactly. He's asking, and in fact, he was saying a lot of things. I was a living witness. I saw it.
But on the flip side, so here's an exciting thing that our company as well is also trying to, as much as possible to do. Now, I'm also the convener of one of the largest tech festivals in Africa. Because one of the positive things that we are doing is that we are helping people to get access to skilled opportunities, and we're giving out scholarships, literally for free, to learn any kind of skill of your choice, both on the part of artificial intelligence and the likes of them. So the name of the project is called Explore. So Explore is basically built for leading startups and scale-ups around the world, and it's happening at the National Stadium Velodrome on the 14th of November. So we're giving people access to skill scholarship, over 2,000 plus people, and of course creative minds that have the need to expand their creativity or maybe build their companies better. We're connecting them and hooking them up with investors, VC firms, angel investors, venture capitalist firms, of course, to of course come hear them pitch their product live on stage and get funding. So this is one of the few ways that we're actually directly supporting the government to contribute positively to the entire AI landscape. Because if you leave people, ideally, a lot of people just want the free strategy to get money very fast and all. So the few ways that, of course, we can contribute to the society is by being a voice within the tech ecosystem and also positively contributing impactfully. So I strongly believe that this is going to really help a lot of people that are possibly interested in that.
All right. All right, thank you so much. Like, that would really help, and I'm very sure it is helping, and it will keep helping. And I think I have interest in being part of the people that are going to, get that scholarship, because it's for free. We like free. All right, thank you, Light, for your time with me here. Our time is up for today. And to all our viewers, AI is a powerful, is one powerful technology that we all need to take advantage of. So today I would want to advise you and tell you that any opportunity that you get to develop yourself, please don't just sleep on it. If other people are doing it and it's working for them, trust me, you can do it, and it can work for you as well. So thank you for your time with us on today's episode here on Youth Hub. I hope to see you on our next episode. Enjoy yourself and enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye-bye.